recording. Hey, recording. Hey, maybe we can be like the Perrys where they have like a little bit of a songy song at the beginning.
Oh,
We
yes.
are recording, recording, hey, recording. Anyway, look at us after committing to being less chaotic.
Mm, when?
Anyway,
Why?
okay, everybody, we back. Also, I just want before we say anything, we have 2 live episodes up, which gives you a timeline of when we are recording this. I am proud of us. I'm going to clap for you. You clap for me, Chilala. Congratulations on your podcast, friend. Hmm?
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congrats, girl.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. We did it. We did
We did
it.
it.
We did it. Anyway,
We did
okay.
it, Joe.
So we did it, Joe. We did it, Chi. Anyway, so that being said, welcome back to our podcast here at Chaos Incorporated. And if you know, you know. Anyway, this is I was thinking with
Chili.
the time I was like, what happened? What happened? And me, Trey. One thing, guys, we just want to pre-apologize for is the internet is interneting. It's doing whatever the hell it wants. So this recording will have its own level of chaoticness, but this is not as bad as the recording we were going to be doing. This is a huge,
Yeah,
massive
definitely.
improvement. We had to look for different places to
Yeah.
record. Thing was going left. So we're very happy with what's going on at the moment. So yeah, that's all my words. Anyway, dearest Chi, let's jump into our topic this week. We have been in the adulting series, which is pretty much, if we're honest, just whatever we feel like talking about.
Life. Yeah. Is
Aye.
it a series? Is it life?
Is it a series or is it just us existing and talking about it?
Mm.
Anyway, so in our adulting series, because we professional podcasters, because we professional podcasters, we actually had an interesting chat a couple of weeks back about my foray into online dating on this side of the world. And we started the conversation, and then I promptly said, "This is good content because I am a content creator." And I was like, "No, we will stop
Every
this
moment
conversation.
must be juiced.
We will stop this conversation immediately. Toot sweet. And we will have this conversation with microphones, cameras, and dukes on. Damn it." So, and here we are. Also, I just wanted noted that for all those who don't know why I have a duk on, it's because I did something very stupid to my hairline and it's
You
growing
gonna
back
tell the
because Jesus
people?
is good. Huh?
I was like, are you gonna tell the people?
I'm telling them, I don't care. Anyway, also because it's growing back, because Jesus is good. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord loves me
Praise the
and he
Lord.
never he doesn't forget his children. So it's fine. It's growing back. It actually doesn't look that crazy. So, but it's very possible that, as I said, I've gotten so used to it that it does look crazy, but it don't look crazy to me.
I saw someone who looked like they did what you did and they had braids in. And I was just like, okay.
I can laugh
Ah,
because I don't have a hairline. Chilala's living a very dangerous life because she's got a hairline and she's laughing at the kids who are struggling. Me, I can laugh. I've lived with a twat, which means that if I've been punished for laughing at God's children, I suck. I've lived like this before. I will be sucking. I can handle the punishment for laughing at other kids who don't have nice hairlines. This one here is playing with fire.
Headbands are a thing. I'ma just say that. I'ma just say that.
Uh-huh. Anyway, yo, guys, you know when you tie a duck so tight that you give yourself a headache and you're confused at why you have a headache? Okay. Yo, here we go. You know when like you have like a tension headache and you're like, why does my brain feel like it's being squeezed? Anyway, okay, we're back. All right. Okay. So anyway, so we were talking about dating and my foray, and I said let's save it for this conversation. So getting back on topic. Gee, I was thinking about how, considering our conversation, our very first conversation on our very first episode, and the fact that we were just pondering where we thought we would be, especially romantically and especially in the case of relationships. Something struck me as I was in this online dating mission. I started talking to a very nice man. Also, just to clarify for those who don't know what the context of all of this is, I am in Korea and I decided to online date seriously in a country where I am a very odd one out. So this is going to do wonders for my confidence, kids. I haven't been destroyed yet, but anyway, so
You will not be destroyed.
I won't be. Actually, you're right. Words are powerful. I take that back. I won't be destroyed. It's
Amen.
going to be an interesting journey. Let's say it's going to be an interesting journey. Anyway, so that being said, there are obviously Black people in the country, and on the apps they also exist. And they also talk and they match. There's a lot of just people in Korea just simply because of the fact that the population is the way it is, and everybody is allowed to come into the country. Visas are easy. It's a whole thing. So that being said, I started speaking to this man, and I didn't realize as I was walking into the dating apps that my standards were much higher than I had initially thought they were. And let me explain. Because I spoke to a very nice man. He was very pleasant. He ticked all the boxes on paper. When I say on, like the version of me that hadn't met him, like the girl before I met him, would have been like, that's your husband. What are we even doing? Like, I'm in. Let's go. When are we choosing rings? Let's start making babies.
Wow.
That girl would have said that. And then I met him. And the me that was in the situation was like, but I don't want him. And that's when it struck me that I am not the pragmatic, not that other girl I thought I was, like the one that can be like logic over love. You know what I'm saying? What does your mind say? Not what your heart says. Like all that stuff. Because when I say this man ticked so many boxes from a faith perspective, from a height perspective, right age, he was saying the right things. Like he wasn't being creepy and unnecessary. Like I wasn't even justifying him. You know how like sometimes like you hear someone say something a little red flaggy and then like you justify it and you make them no. This man really showed up the way I want my future husband to show up to the conversation. And yet I felt nothing.
No. Yeah.
And that's when
chemistry is important.
Dude, like, and the reason I'm annoyed, the reason I bring it to the floor is and obviously I'm going to do a lot of upfront talking because I need to give context so that we can really unpack this, because I want you to listen to the story and pick the points you want to address. But like, the reason I bring this to the fore is, until that moment, because I was confronted with actually getting, like, the initial, obviously we didn't talk for a long time because I also was like, I need to shut this down before I waste a very good man's time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to shut it down. We spoke for like 2 weeks. But like, the reason it bothered me so, and it was so gut wrenching, is, if you've listened to our first episode, you know where we're at. You know what I'm saying? You know what's happening in terms of our mental spaces, in terms of relationships, marriage, and kids, and all of that stuff. You know that as much as we joke, I am behind on my timeline and stuff like that. And you would think, with all of that in mind, the little chemistry, the little missing, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't be a big deal. But I could not bring myself to continue to talk to this man. And what's worse is, I'm risking, keeping in mind the market I am in. I am not in a market where I am a hot product. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the truth. I'm stating facts. I'm not saying that it changes how valuable I am as an individual or anything like that. It's just, I'm not in my ideal market, let me say. And that being said, in my not ideal market, where there's a demand, but it ain't as much as it would be if I was in a different country, I decided to walk away from a perfectly nice man because I felt nothing for him. Yo, I've never
This is
been
so
so wrong.
interesting to me because this is
Yo,
interesting to me because I have, and I don't know if it's my youth, but for me, I'm like, I see nothing wrong with that. But I have heard of late, actually, conversations. Just yesterday, my mom was playing this clip of a pastor that was like, uh, you're approaching 30 and you're still looking for your dream guy. Just marry the guy that's in front of you. Like, your dream guy is not there. Like, just marry the guy that's in front of you. As long as he's reasonable, just marry him. And for me, that's so crazy because I'm talking about like spending the rest of my life with someone. Why would I
yeah.
marry someone I feel meh about? It's like, oh, you cool? I'll marry you. What? I don't understand that. Like, it. Yes, you want him to tick those boxes, and you want him to be like, this guy in particular was good on paper, but there's more to relationship and love and building a life you like than that. Like, you should enjoy. You should be excited, especially in the beginning. If you're not excited to be around that person, like, you want to build from from that. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm not looking forward to talking to you, why are we dating?
Mm. But this is my thing.
Unless obviously there's post honeymoon phase and stuff like that. But I mean, when you're starting out,
At the beginning. And that's the thing
yeah,
is, see, when I say me and that pastor were on the same page until we had that conversation. Like, me and that pastor,
same
WhatsApp
page.
group, not
Wow,
even. We are both admins of the WhatsApp group.
that's crazy to me. Because when you
No,
thought you were
like,
logic over love, I'm just like,
you
what?
know, can I tell you why? I think it's also, like, as you said, it might be an age thing, but it's also, and this might actually just also just be like ingrained trauma that I'm not dealing with. You know, like, stuff that's so deep inside that you're not like addressing the real truth. I haven't unpacked this, I haven't
Hmm.
thought about it, but it might be like inside trauma of the fact that I've been single for so long. I'm the age that I'm at. Also, I'm a church girl that's been single for this long. I've attended so many weddings, so many baby showers. My kids are, I mean,
Hmm.
my friends are having their third kids. Like, I'm not
Hmm.
I'm not at an age where my friends are in the initial beautiful parts of their relationships. I have friends who've been married for a while. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I have friends who've been married long enough to question if they want to be married anymore. I've been around for that. Do you get me? Like, I was at the wedding.
Yeah.
I like, so there's a romance that like the glitter starts getting dusted off little by little, and I don't think it happens on purpose. I just think life happens. Do you know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like life, I don't
Yeah.
even think it even beat me up, because that's one thing I will say for free is I've never let myself struggle in terms of dating. Like I'm not, I think that's another, like I'm not like a hopeless romantic who seeks relationship that way. So I haven't
Hmm.
been like actively looking for love. You know how there's people who serial
Yeah.
date in an active quest? I'm not an active quest girl. I've lived my life. I've existed to the point where a lot of people have asked me, well, actually one friend in particular has asked me. She actually once asked me, and I think she was like, don't take this the wrong way, but like I need to ask. And I'm like, what? And she's like, do you like, I just realized I've never asked you this. Do you want to get married? And I'm like, yeah, very much so. And she's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like it was a, she was like your energy doesn't
Deep.
like serve that, like, you know.
Dang. I feel like I'm communicating the same energy. Oh, Lord, help us, Lord.
No, but I think, but in a good way, she meant it as a compliment, if that makes any sense. Like she meant it
Okay.
as a,
Like, you don't seem
like,
desperate.
yeah, like you're not
Okay.
serving the
Okay.
energy. You get, like, she did mean it as a compliment. I know exactly how she meant it. Like it wasn't
Okay.
mean spirited. It wasn't a girl. If you wanted to get married, you'd be doing something about it. No, 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 it's not like that. It was more of a,
Okay.
like, you seem happy. Like, so do you know what I
Ah.
mean? Like you seem good.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, is this something you want? Or you get me?
Mm.
Like, I think, and the
Yeah.
reason I said that is because that's kind of the energy I move through the world in, despite my very deep and intense desire to be married and with child. And it's weird because I feel like I'm both, and you know what I'm saying? Like I'm both girls, and I'm like
Mm.
I don't exist as both of them at the same time. Anyway, I say all of this to say, as a result of that, I have just, maybe it's just through the years of just existing, whatever it is, I have just gotten to a place where, like if I watch Love is Blind, I don't root for the couple that is hot and bothered for each other. I don't. Because I'm like, that ain't gonna last. It's not practical. Do you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
to the point where I
So
told
my
you
thing
this.
is,
Continue. Go, 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 go.
no, I just want to say, like, I don't think, because you said you were logic over love. And I don't
Yeah.
think you should be love over logic or logic over love. I think it should be love and logic. Because you see, the hot and bothered ones, I don't even think that's love over logic. I feel like it's lust,
Mm,
infatuation.
so
Um,
yeah.
yeah.
Nah. Because I think that's what it is as well. Is I'm just like, yeah, so maybe let's not call it love, because love is a bigger word than that. Let's call it like lust, attraction, chemistry, those things. Do you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I would be more into the, how does this practically work? And in my head, until, like I said, I was confronted with this situation. And for very many years, I was like, no, but if you came and you fulfilled all the things that I needed you to fulfill, like I've always said, I would do great in an arranged marriage. And now I'm like, would I?
Crazy.
Would I? Would
No,
I?
I'm gonna just say it. No, you wouldn't.
Because now I'm like, what do you mean? I've been saying this for years, Chilala. Yes.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Bothered, dude. Like, but actually, no, no, actually, no, no. I'd still do well in an arranged marriage. Actually, I would. Can I tell you why? Because at least in the
Why?
case of an arranged marriage, I don't have to do any of the effort Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't have to exert any of the effort. You're already mine. I'm already yours. Which means that
Yeah, but then there's the effort that comes afterwards.
no, yes, no, wait. Let me explain. Like the
Okay.
convincing element. I don't have to convince you to be mine.
Okay. I don't have
If
to
that makes
woo
any
you,
sense. Yeah, I don't have to woo
seduce
you.
you.
I don't have to. Yeah, as for seduce you with the shoulders. Wait, no, no. Yeah, summer girl. Anyway, must be nice to be in a country that is a temperature that makes sense. Can have your shoulders
Ah,
now.
have my
Right?
shoulders out.
What is the temperature outside? Out here, 8 degrees. Sus. Anyway,
It's warm, but it's getting cold. I think it might rain. But anyway,
yeah.
we
Anyway, sorry.
digress.
So yeah, we digress. Anyway, so the thing is, like, with an arranged marriage, it's a thing where we both walked in agreement that this is something we actively have to work on to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a central agreed choice of the choice, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense. Like, we both,
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't have to still convince you, person that I'm not attracted to become my partner. I don't have to convince you, you are my partner. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where we're starting, their
Yeah.
foundation has already been built. I think in this situation, it's I have to have the foundation needs to be built. And I have to have the desire to build the foundation. Do you get me?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's different. Do you get where I'm going?
I understand.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I think I would be fine in an arranged marriage just simply because of the fact that in that place, like, the big questions have technically already been answered. Do you want to get married? Yes. Do you want to have kids? Yes. What is your financial situation? We had that conversation. What is your financial situation? What do you want to do in 5 years? What do you want to do in 5 years? Like, all of the logic has technically already been handled, which means that it only leaves space for us to grow in a romantic love area because the rest of the practicality has already been done. In this case, I have to want you first. I have to want you.
Mm.
And then after wanting you, I still have to use that same want as a basis to have difficult conversations with you. Unpack my finances, my
Mm.
dreams, my aspirations, all those things.
Small effort.
Do you see what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
as that level of vulnerability is difficult with someone I like, someone I'm attracted to, someone I have chemistry with. Imagine someone I feel about. Meh. Like, I feel meh.
Mwah.
Like, when the
Yeah.
conversation, I will be that toxic girlfriend that breaks up with you at at every fight. Just like, yeah, hey, let's just break up.
Yeah. Because you're not feeling it from the beginning.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, so I say all of that to
And this is
say I
my.
wanted to hear.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So no, no, still. I don't know finish this because I actually want you to chat on this. I wanted to hear
Okay.
what would you do in this situation? Well, from what you've said, it doesn't seem like you would be in this situation. But like, how would you respond to a person that has all types of things on paper, and but you're just not feeling what you're feeling? Talk me through if you were in my shoes, what you would do or what you would be thinking. That's actually what I wanted to unpack.
So I've actually been there. I think when I was 25, I ventured
Mhm.
into online dating. And I was like, let
Yes.
me start safe. I started with a Christian dating site.
Yeah.
Yo, it was dry out there. It was so dry. I think I connected with one person who was, to be honest, much older than me. Like by the age gap was more than I'd have liked, but I was like, anyway, it seems cool. and we were talking, and the chemistry was the same level of chemistry as you would have with someone that you say hi to at church, and like nothing more than that. Like the only speaking you guys do is hello on a Sunday. How are you? Cool. Enjoy your weekend. Like that was how much chemistry there was. And he was a nice guy. He was cool. He seemed like a genuine Christian, like really caring about his relationship with God. And our conversations were all right. And it's like very quickly I was like, I think we're gonna be friends. And we're like, okay, let's move to WhatsApp. But after moving to WhatsApp, I don't think we ever spoke again. Um, and he was cool, but it was just there was nothing there.
There was no zama zama.
There was just
There was
nothing
no zing
there.
zing bing bing.
No spark, no anything, no attraction, nothing. And I've done, I've listened to a lot of, okay, maybe one guy, but a lot of kind of like dating advice, attraction podcast, and what. I think we all know this guy, Matthew Hussey.
Oh, the Hassi.
The Huss. um, and so for me, me and Tracy have a common friend. His name is Black, and he mentioned one time that relationships end in disaster, or they don't go well when people don't marry their type, so to speak. Or rather, what did he say? He said there's more temptation to cheat when people don't marry their type, so to speak. And it's funny
I've
because
actually never heard Black say this,
again,
by the
on
way.
paper,
I've never heard Black say this, by the
it
way.
was a camp.
Was I
I've
there?
heard him say it once. It was a camp, but it stuck with me.
Was
I'm
I
not
there?
sure.
Okay, I don't think I was there. Because I'm
You
like,
were at the camp. You were at the
yeah,
camp,
I
but I
think,
don't know if you were in that discussion.
okay, continue.
Yeah. And so that's kind of stuck with me. Um, and it doesn't take much to find stories on social media where you realize people are with partners they actually hate. And you're just like, why'd you end up in this relationship? But what's funny is with you had a type, or you had like your list of things that you know, this is the type of guy I want to marry. And you meet him and you're talking and there's nothing there. And I feel like it is important to prioritize uh, connection and chemistry and attraction, because you like, I want to be with someone I want to wake up next to eventually. You know, like if I'm dating someone, I want to look forward to waking up next to you. I want to look forward to like doing surprises for our kids. Like, oh, let's throw a surprise party for our kids. I wanna prank people with you and prank you, and you know, you prank me. Like, I want to have a playful kind of relationship. And if there's no chemistry, I feel like that's not going to happen. And for me, that's really important in a relationship.
Mm,
It must be playful for me. Like I have to, for me to be completely comfortable around you, I need to be able to like make fun of you, have you make fun of me. Like we need to be able to play with each other. And I feel like in that being able to play with each other, that's part of like that's the chemistry, if that makes
mm.
sense. Whereas like if there's nothing, it's awkward.
Yeah, dude. I think I'm not fully expressing how bothered I am by all of this because I have been no, when I say I have been convinced that I think alternative to this thinking for a long time, Chilala. When I say a long
Mm.
time, like a good over 5 years, long time. My favorite romance trope is arranged marriage, babe. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That
crazy to me.
is my favorite. Or fake
That's
relationship.
insane.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's my favorite trope. My
Oh,
favorite.
the
Like
fake
it's
relationship. I do enjoy that trope
or
sometimes.
contract or contract relationship. Oh, babes.
Contract marriage. I do. Yeah, I do enjoy that trope sometimes too.
No, it's when I say, see, if it exists in K drama format, I've watched it. Like literally, if it exists in K drama format, or okay, not as much in like no regular like Western TV, but like K drama format in books,
Mm.
in I've watched it. I've watched it, I've read it. If it exists, I've watched it and I've read it. I'm telling you
You
now.
are really on this like love will come, we will grow in love.
When I say I have firmly believed in the we will grow in love movement for years.
That's
I
mad to me.
That's what I'm saying is I'm like this shook me because
Wow.
it it made me question
Wow.
it made me question so much about me because I was also and let me just say the thing that you're not supposed to say, but also I don't know how big our podcast is gonna get, and people are getting to know me. So let's just say the thing. So I'm gonna divulge the races of what's going on here. Obviously, I'm in Korea, so duh. But like on some, so he was a black man, right? I'm not gonna give any more
Hmm.
than that. 'Cause outside of that, it might become a whole thing. But like he was a black man, and like I was just like, babes, we would have the most beautiful little chocolate babies. And he was tall. Chilala, remember, it's a requirement, man. Huh? He was tall. Tall is a very big thing for me because I am a giant. And I'm not like, I've never been ashamed of my height. It's never been a big deal. If anything, I'm like, no, adapt to my height. My height's not changing. I want tall kids. Like, what am I going to do with short kids? I don't know how to be short. What am I supposed to say to you? Get a step ladder. What am I supposed to do? Like, no. So like
Wow.
yeah. Anyway, so I say all of this to say that I'm like like I was like, yeah, we're gonna have the most beautiful just basketball chocolate little
Hey.
gumdrop babies. And
Oh.
I felt nothing. I just when I say I was plagued, and like as much as we joke, genuinely plagued to the point where I couldn't I couldn't focus properly on the activities at hand because I was so bothered by how I was feeling. Because as I said, I had this personality locked in. I had these decisions decided. What are you talking about? Like this isn't a
Interesting.
view I had to address for me. And
Yeah.
I just sat going back and forth.
You're that
Listen,
girl from the movie, dude. You're that girl from the movie that's like, I want a practical man. And then she goes back to her hometown, finds Caesar, and Caesar is silly, but Caesar makes her laugh.
you know how much I hate that girl.
Ah.
Like I have physical beef with that girl. Like I'm the type of girl, just to explain to all those who have context. Oh yes, I mentioned this to you when we were having our conversation about recording this. I'm the type of girl that roots for the guy that gets left behind for the
The
one she
boring
fell
one.
for over one weekend. I'm the one that gets angry at her I get angry at her. I root for the fiance she left behind. One of my favorite movies in the world. Literally one of my favorite movies, even though it's got someone I don't like. Julia Roberts. Don't
Ah,
like Julia. Oh, I don't enjoy that woman.
why?
Oh, I don't
Anyway,
enjoy her.
let's not go on that tangent.
Sorry.
That's
But then
crazy to
anyway,
me, but anyway.
I don't like Julia Roberts. And it's not the funny thing is I love things she's in. I just don't like her. Anyway, my one of my favorite movies of all time is My Best Friend's Wedding. Now, do you know My Best Friend's Wedding, Chilala?
I feel like I've watched it, bro. Isn't that the one where they fall, the best friends are in love with each other? That was a trope for a while.
Let me tell you what happens in the movie, okay? Because no,
Tell me
what
what
happened was
happens.
best friends, Julia Roberts and Dermot Mulroney, circa the wedding date. Hey, that man is hotter. Anyway, they besties. They make one of those pacts. If we are not married by 40, we'll marry each other. One of them pacts. Right,
Okay.
right.
Okay.
One day, I mean, you're gonna watch the movie. Actually, I'm about to ruin it because I need to ruin it for this. But you must watch it. It's actually
I
very
don't
funny.
mind.
Okay, so they make a pact. It's 4 days or like a week before her birthday. Right. She gets a call from this
Hmm.
guy. They haven't spoken in a while. She thinks,
We get
Auntie,
married.
he's calling to say, I'm getting married. Now, because of my own personal dislike for Julia Roberts, I laughed. But because of the storyline, I was like, sorry, girl. Ah, anyway, so then,
Crazy.
wait. So then, cool. Now, he is going to marry Cameron Diaz. You probably seen the
Oh,
poster. He's gonna marry Cameron Diaz. Now, in
okay.
a normal movie, what happens in the storyline is he's in the preparations to marry Cameron Diaz, and while he's in the and he asks her to be Julia Roberts to be his like best man, best
Man of honor.
woman person, man of
Yeah.
honor. Obvious, obvious. So anyway, now
Obvious.
what happens in these movies? Like the one that maid of honor, man of honor one. You know that one with the
It's called
with
Mayday. I know the one you're talking about.
the one with Dr. McDreamy. What happens in that one? She runs off with
Yeah.
Dr. McDreamy. Isn't?
Mm,
Now
yeah,
in this
she does.
one, baby cakes. No. How this movie ends is literally she tries everything to break them up. She's attempting. And at the end of the movie,
Wickedness.
Cameron Diaz slaps her across the face and
Nice.
marries the guy. So the guy marries the one that isn't the best friend. Not this
Good.
oh I love you. No. He
Yeah.
marries the
Cheat on your
person he was
fiance.
going
Why don't you?
he marries his actual fiance. And the reason I love that movie, outside of the fact that Julia Roberts gets snubbed, outside of that, is it's a different play on the storyline that I feel is unrealistic. I'm like,
Mm.
for one, someone just end up with the person they committed to the first place. Because every
Yeah.
time they always make an effort to make the person like the fiance or the current boyfriend, they always have to do something to
Look
make them
bad
look.
somehow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you always have to
Yeah.
make them, he's too uptight. Oh, he forgot your birthday because he's busy at work. Oh. And then
He's
I'm
too
like,
responsible.
he's too responsible. But let's
Nonsense.
keep in mind, this person has
Mhm.
been dating, engaged to whatever this person for a long time. They
Mm.
have a real relationship, not this little hot fluttery. Oh my
Not a
god,
fantasy.
not a fantasy. And they want us to buy into this thing that actually, if your heart says go, you must go.
Yeah.
And then we confused when we are heartbroken, when we get troubled by the people of the streets. Because we are hopeless romantics who think that, oh, my heart says yes. Therefore, here with below refers. This is why I signed out of that team a long time ago.
Yeah.
Kanti. I'm not really signed out. I still have a membership in the
And
team.
so here's where I go back to love and logic. Because I'm
Mm,
of the belief that love alone is not enough, personally. There's a lot of other things that go into play. We won't get into traumas and all that, but even like compatibility, all these other things. Love alone is not enough. I believe that. And so that's not to say like a lot of these movies is like, what's the other one I don't like? Love and Basketball. It's a classic, but I think both the girlies deserved better. I don't care who feels some type of way about that. Okay? That man was dumb and selfish. Okay. Um, um, and it just didn't make sense because all these years have gone by. You're telling me all these years have gone by, you haven't been speaking. The way we change and grow and evolve as humans, you haven't been speaking. You come back and you're in love with each other still. No, that's a fantasy. You're in love with an idea of the person. It's not really them. You don't know them. Okay.
Amen,
Um,
sister. Preach.
so again, I'm for love and logic. Um, I do think it's important to have those mushy gushy feelings and to feel like you can just laugh and relax around this person. But also, they should be responsible adults, you know. They should, I don't want to use the word ambitious because I don't know if I'm like ambitious according to people. Anyway,
This is not
but
about you. We're sharing our thoughts and opinions on life in general.
yes, but like have goals and have a vision for what they would like in life, and that be a shared vision, a shared
Mm,
values. Like all that stuff is important, but it also you want guys. Life is hard. Let's try and get as much excitement and joy in it as we can possibly squeeze in,
mm, yeah.
and that
I just
includes what's going to be the major relationship of your life. Like if we're blessed enough to get married, that is a life changing thing. That's a
mm,
life changing relationship. We want it to be something that I'm not saying our partner must make us happy, but it should be a source of joy and peace more than it shouldn't be a source of boredom.
mm. Yo, as for a source of boredom. Yeesh. I think okay, I put to you a
Hmm.
quick scenario. Okay, so
Okay.
Chilala, what is your type?
Hmm.
If I had to set you up, what am I looking for? Quickly, just give me like off the top of your head, because we don't have time to do a full unpack.
Okay.
Just go quick.
Okay. Funny, adventurous, kind, considerate, loves Jesus.
Okay. Funny, adventurous, kind, considerate, loves Jesus. Okay, fantastic. Now, I give you all of these things, but the package is so. What
Okay.
what do you do with these things? Like how do you move? Do you do direct I'm out? Like how do you move? If I'm like I know someone who is these things and you meet him and you're like, "Oh wow, he's these things."
Hmm.
But you feel meh from an attraction perspective. How do you move? What is your next move?
Like physically attractive, or even like
Okay, mask.
emotionally
I mean, so funny,
chemistry.
kind, and all of those things generally lead to a feeling of sorts, but it's not
Uh-huh.
100% because attraction isn't on that level. Because remember, these things
So
are
I'm
mixed
like, oh,
together.
he's funny, but I don't. He's funny, but I don't necessarily feel.
Yeah, like he's not like, ha! No. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like,
He fulfills,
yeah,
like, the list is listing. It's just not in the
he's
package
a nice
necessarily.
guy.
Yes.
Yeah, dang. If I'm
What do
just
you
being
do?
real with you,
No, say the
I'm just
truth.
being real with you. I
Tell the
would,
truth.
I would try for some time because in my head I'm like, okay, let's give this a chance. Let's be logical. Let's give this a chance. And I feel like if I'm talking to them, having conversations. We've even gone on a date, tried some things together, and there's still nothing. No shame. I think I should let the guy go for both of our sakes.
Okay. I respect you,
Yeah, but
Christian.
I feel like I would struggle at first. I would try to be like, maybe it's just because we need to get to know each other more a little bit. Maybe we'll grow on each other. But if I don't think I'll let it go more than a month though.
Mm. Yeah, babes. I think that's exactly it. Is the fact that I was like, I'm sure I want to walk away from this. I just I can't justify it to myself, if that makes any sense. Like it, and that's when
Mm,
I think I should probably have also been, I should have known the minute I realized that I'm having this whole conversation by myself. Like, this actually has nothing to do with him. Do you know what I mean? So there must have been a bit of a selfishness as well to my thinking, a bit of a like inconsiderateness to my thinking. Like I wasn't thinking about him. But then that's when it hit me. I'm like, then why am I talking to poor men if I am making this decision purely on my own? Do you know what I mean? Like I wasn't even thinking about
mm,
giving him a chance. I was trying to decide if I wanted to continue to have this conversation. And that probably should have been my sign. The fact that I don't even want to
yeah.
talk to you about a relationship with you, I'm deciding if I want to stay. That time you'll find that I
Yeah.
laugh. The funny thing about stuff like this, I was actually saying this to one of my friends. I'm like, the thing that always happens though is it's the one that you give a chance that is not your type that breaks your heart and you
The
even
fact
know.
that you feel you need to give them a chance. The
And
fact that you're thinking to yourself, let me give this a chance, perhaps is a sign on its own. Maybe.
yeah, I yo just annoyed, man.
I don't
Like
know.
flipping annoyed. I'm like, I could be freaking me and the future father of my children could have been dating for a month and a half by now. But I decided to throw myself back into the freaking dating pool.
That's so interesting because that voice, again, that type of thinking, I've never had that type of thinking. It's always been people on the outside. So, in trying to place myself in your shoes, you have both these voices in your mind where the ultra like realistic one is like, dude, you're not thinking. Like you just need a reasonable man. And then the other part of you is like, but I felt nothing. That's so interesting that like both those voices are you.
And they argued. When I say I was in actual, like, jokes aside, I was in actual turmoil. Like, as much as
Hmm.
we've kidded about where we expect it to be and all of that stuff, like, actual turmoil. Like, because, like I said, we joked about the life plans and all of that stuff, but those are real things I planned
Yeah,
legitimately. Like, those are real
the real
things
desires.
I want for myself. You know what I mean? Like this is
Yeah.
not a game. And this is why I was in such
Yeah.
turmoil because of the fact that I'm like, you really gonna take the chance of not getting any, and it really was that deep, where you're really gonna take the chance of not getting any of it because you don't
Dang.
feel something. For
Yo,
real?
deep.
Do you know like it was that gut wrenching for me
You're
where I was like,
questioning yourself. Like, are you serious about life?
because it's also a thing
Deep.
where I'm like, if you are willing to walk away from a perfectly good man who can give you everything you say you want so desperately, how bad do you want it? Because by walking
Mm.
away, you are risking not getting that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
Anything.
let's be
Dang.
honest, by walking
Yeah.
away, like there's opportunity cost to everything. Do you know what I mean? Like by walking away,
Mm.
you are saying, I believe it's either I will find better of a connection, not to him, shame he was a perfectly nice man. Like I will find a better connection, or I'm good without a connection at all. And I think the part that hit me the most was the fact that, was I comfortable to say I'm fine with good or like amazing or nothing at all? And I wasn't sure if I was comfortable with the nothing at all element. I still made the decision. I still risked it for the biscuit. But
Yeah.
I'm still, like, if I'm honest, I'm still kind of, I'm struggling with the nothing at all. But I did it. So I actually have no choice. Like,
Because
I
it's,
made.
yeah. But so there's two parts to this, because one part of you, you're debating whether this really is nothing else, because you don't know. You don't know if
Yeah.
there's something coming in the future. You can only hope, right?
No, so that's what I'm
But it
saying.
doesn't
Like,
help.
yeah.
It doesn't help also that women are told that story of the 6 floors. On the first floor, she met this guy. She was like, "Nah, I'll keep going up." And then the guy still didn't meet her requirements, and she kept going up a floor until she reached the 6th floor, and there was no one there for her to marry or whatever. I hate that
Mm.
story. It's stupid. Anyway, um, I get, I get the
I
principle
hate it
behind it,
too.
but the problem with it is it places marriage on a pedestal.
Mm.
Recently, a few months ago, I was talking to this couple that I think they're pretty cool and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, I was asking them marriage questions. And the guy said something that I thought was quite interesting and profound, where he was like, I think a lot of people have it backwards, where they're like, I want to get married, so I must meet someone. And it was like, marriage shouldn't be the goal. It should be um, like, I want to meet someone that when like through getting to know them, I'm like, actually, I don't want to live the rest of my life without this person. And therefore, marriage is the next natural step.
Oh yes, marriage is the
So,
byproduct.
yes, marriage is a byproduct, because when marriage is the goal, that's how a lot of people end up marrying people that they're not compatible with, and they end up in some messy situations, because it's like, you must get married. You're approaching such and such an age, or you're past such and such an age. I think one of Japan, Korea, or China, they have that term of like leftover woman. So
Mm.
disrespectful. Anyway, but it is ingrained in our society to be like, oh my gosh, you're approaching this age, you're not married. That's a problem. But it's like,
Yeah.
again, it shouldn't be you're not married. It's like, I haven't yet found someone I'm happy to spend the rest of my life with, or someone where I'm like, I don't want to spend the rest of my life without you, not without husband, without you. And
Mm.
I really appreciate this mindset, but I still, of course, have days where I fantasize about marriage or having kids, and I'm like, I want it, Jesus. And this is also the season where people are posting their families in matching pajamas and all that stuff, and I'm like,
Oh, yo,
I also
I've
want.
never been so happy to be fasting Instagram. Yo, guys, is everybody getting matching pajama pictures now? Like, I was just like, this is it. Guys, did we all just, was there a memo sent out for everybody? How does it
Yeah.
work?
So you see, that's the struggle. Like, I really like this philosophy. I think it's an important one for us to adopt in our society and in our culture, where it's not just marriage for marriage's sake. It's marriage is a beautiful thing, but also I think we need to ease up the pressure that we put on people
Mm,
um, to find partners and stuff. Because look, yeah, you found someone on paper, but now you've learned that's not enough,
yeah.
and it was
I
a
think,
trip.
hey, I'm still reeling from it. But yeah, I think this is a journey. Granted, I'm in the
Yeah.
apps as we speak, and I will, periodically drop in and fill y'all in on what's going on the streets if we have another episode to record. I think that was just something I just really wanted to talk
Yeah.
about. But anyway, yeah, hey, I think you
So we
can land
learned.
our plane, babes. I think we have a lot to
Okay.
to go
Okay.
and come back to.
Yeah, definitely. Um, so as we've been talking about love relationships, particularly Mr. Right and Tracy, you were thinking that Mr. Right is going to be right on paper and that's enough, right? What are you thinking now?
Um, yo, it's not enough. I was thinking that, and if I'm honest, I have changed my mind for the first time in all of these episodes. I'm proud of me. I have changed my
Woo!
mind. But yeah, the one thing, unfortunately, is well, not unfortunately, but it's fortunate. It's just because it's a journey. I haven't changed my mind. Like I haven't, fully lived in my changed mind. Is now it feels like I have so much more to look for. My list was so simple, Tilala. Now I need to know how I feel about you. Ah, it's just like my life was so simple.
Wow.
Now, now, I just made my list bigger. I'm not trying to make this more difficult, friends. It's supposed to be easier. What the?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, yeah, hey. So my mind has changed, but I don't know if it's left me happier. You know what I mean? Not really, but like,
It be like that sometimes though.
it be
Just
like
life
that.
sometimes.
It just be
It be
like
like
that.
that.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So
Mm.
anyway, dearest
I
Chi,
will say for
um,
me,
go.
not necessarily through this particular specific conversation, but the conversations we've been having around relationships. Something for me is the idea of positioning yourself for this romantic relationship that you want. Because
Yeah.
I think that's something I need to work on in terms of physical appearance. And that's not being someone you're not, but I do believe I could be more intentional about like how I appear and how I position myself to, eventually meet someone that where I'm like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, I think.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. I think yeah, there's something else I wanted to double tap on, but I like that marriage is a byproduct line. I think that is something I
Mm,
think I need to reteach myself, which is hilarious considering that it's kind of the thing that all romantic everythings teach you. But I have to reteach myself to be romantic again, which
hmm,
is insane. You know what I mean? But anyway,
hmm.
we don't have forever to speak about these things, but yeah, like I mean,
Unfortunately.
this has been a good chat, and I'm thankful that
Yeah.
you gave me that line, love and logic should coexist.
Mm,
And I think having to choose one or the other shouldn't be a choice, you know? And you are right. They should coexist because at the end of the day, marriage is a byproduct, it's not the goal. As you said. Yeah, girl. Anyway, dearest T, let's close this thing off
mm.
before
All right.
we overrun and go too chatty, chatty, chatty. Everyone,
Thanks
our
everyone for joining us.
OTs, our
Our
overthinkers,
OTs. Yes.
OTA.
Thank you for thinking with us. Thank you for
Hey,
joining
girl.
us. This has been I Was Thinking with
Trey Trey.
and Chili. There's a thing I'm supposed to say at the end of this thing, and I always forget.
I don't know what it is either.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Please like
Bye.
and subscribe, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, the podcast was been talking about what we've been thinking. That's the line, I think. Never mind. We'll see if that episodes. Bye.